So this is more about the importance of like do I look intelligent?
The glasses.
So it's more about the importance of stretching. So a lot of people think that stretching is like one of those things you need to do when you feel like you're tired,
Yeah.
right? So my question to you is, what's the importance of stretching? When should you start stretching? Um, and then also, how many times a day should you stretch? So it's three questions, and then I'll add on to it as well. So the first one was like, what was the first question?
Importance of stretching.
Yeah, what is the importance of stretching? I'll get your input, then I'll put mine in.
For sure, yeah. Like I always tell clients that this job and the other jobs, look at the camera.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's our conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can talk to the camera.
For sure, yeah. No, because I have clients from both jobs, obviously personal training and here. Because a lot of guys, right? A lot of people they're familiar with cars. And everyone's always talking about the tune-up with their car or their house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always got to do your monthly or
I know where you're going.
yeah,
with this
quarterly
too. Yeah.
oil changes, tire rotations. That people find the importance of that. Our bodies are the same way, like the same mechanism.
Yeah.
Type of concept right there. Like we can't just use and abuse our bodies and then just be like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
on to the next right there. Your body, like any other machine that we use, needs a tune-up every now and then.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. Like if you think your body's a car, right?
Yeah.
You'll put like the best gas in it.
Exactly.
You'll put the best oil in it
Yep.
when it says to change the oil.
Yeah.
And then you'll detail and wash it every week.
Exactly.
But then when you need to do like the nitty gritty of like actually changing the battery or flushing the fluids.
Exactly.
Same thing with the human body, right? Like stretching, like we work our body out, we rip and tear the muscles. We eat the correct food to make sure the muscles become healthy and build back up stronger. But then we don't stretch them out.
Exactly.
And get the range of motion that our body needs.
Exactly. And speaking of which too, because even like all that stuff you said too, even just daily life, man. Like we have clients here. I have a client. He's without going too much into their personal information. He's like a doctor of some sort. So he sits like this all day.
Oh.
Like,
yes.
and that's not just being a doctor. That's being a mechanic. That's
they
being
got the Dowager's home.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like people that do any sort of job, like just gravity or daily life itself will take a toll on his body. Sadly enough, that's just the way it is.
And that brings up another good point. Like anything that happens to your body, you could have prevented. If you did 3 courses, you did your workouts, you ate healthy, and you did your stretching, right? Second point is, when should you stretch?
Oh man, I think for me, what I do personally, I try to start the day and end the day with stretching. So obviously everyone has a schedule, everyone has different timing and things. I like to do it right out of bed and before bed, whether that's like 2 minutes before bed or an hour before bed. Because obviously that's when before you start the day. Obviously you want to start off on a good.
Yeah, you want to warm your body up.
Exactly.
Same thing with the car now.
Yeah, exactly. Same with the car now.
Are you gonna start the car and warm it up?
Exactly.
Or are you just gonna jump in? Yeah, jump in.
And then run that thing right there. And then same thing too. At the end of the day, even though we did that stretch in the beginning of the day and stuff like that, sometimes the effects of daily life can override that, which is why for me doing it at night that second time is important as well. Because obviously doing all this stuff is definitely great for preventative, but at the same time too, there's no, I hate to say it, there's no 100% foolproof way.
Yeah, you're not gonna be like, oh, I stretch every day. Why did I get hurt?
Yeah, why did I get? Because that happens in the gym or even sports a lot of time. Because everyone watches sports. We all know professional athletes. They have a whole program
regimen, and they still
pull
a hamstring.
Yeah, pull a hamstring, pull a calf.
The problem is people wait until they get hurt to start stretching.
Exactly.
And then you end up exacerbating. Is that a word?
Exacerbating.
Exacerbating. It sounds like such a weird word. But you end up exacerbating the injury. So when you hurt your back, you're like, oh man, I think I pulled something. Then you start stretching it, and you don't let it give time to heal. So now that you're stretching an injury, you're causing more injuries.
Yeah. And to add on to that point too is I always tell my clients here, it takes a while for the body to get to the state that it's in. So if you start stretching out of nowhere because you injured yourself, the body's a stubborn mule, you know what I'm saying? So the longer you wait for a reason to start stretching, the worse, not the worse it's gonna get, but the harder it is, the more stubborn the body is to get out of that stubborn state right there. So,
and we're both personal trainers. So it's funny that he says that because it literally takes your body to adapt and overcome the challenges of working out. 2 months. It literally takes consistently 2 months of eating healthy and your workouts for your body to be like, oh, okay, he's not starving me.
Yeah.
He's not in duress. This is his new nature or her new
Exactly.
nature.
Yeah.
But it's always funny because it only takes the human 1 month to quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even that, like 2.5 weeks, 2
Yeah,
weeks.
probably 2 days.
I know it's not even on the point of stretching,
Yeah.
but like give your trainer a chance,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Same thing with stretching.
Yeah, give your body the chance to tell
You'll
it.
feel great after
Yeah.
your first stretch,
For sure.
but then the next day you're gonna feel like you got hit by a horse.
Exactly. For
You have to give your body a chance to adapt to the stretching, the range of motion, the new mobility,
Yeah.
and you have to consistently come in to take advantage of that, so your range of motion goes up higher.
And that's why the word consistency is the most important for everything.
Yep.
Right there. Because stretching once a day, every other day, it's great, but that's like brushing your teeth once a day, every other day. It's not going to do too much for your favor in the long run. So,
I forgot what the third question was.
good question.
We gotta
No,
write it down
yeah, no,
somewhere.
no.
We gotta like put it on the wall,
I'm going to remember.
or have Ebony like tell us like what the third point was, because we totally
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, wait, what was it? What did it
It was
the importance of stretching.
important stretching, when you should stretch.
Yeah. Was it help? No, we went over how to stretch already.
Well, I guess we can just add our own point there.
Yeah.
Just to cross reference everything we went over, because it's supposed to be a short video. You should always stretch in the morning and at night, but you should also always stretch before your workout and after, right? So that's like kind of four
Oh, yeah.
stretching routines.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference from activating the body and deactivating the body. So just think of activating the body more like the PE stretches that we used to do, like
Active dynamic.
active dynamic stretching.
Better pulse movement.
Shorter holds, more explosive movements, whereas deactivating is like more stationary,
Yeah.
holding those stretchers for like 30 seconds. But you shouldn't stretch until you feel pain.
Yeah.
Right? That pain factor sends a neurological response that actually worsens your range of motion, your
for sure.
mobility. If you don't constantly, like a yoga instructor, constantly put yourself through those motions every day, right? So you shouldn't do that once a week,
Yeah.
because you're just gonna worsen your mobility.
And speaking of anecdotal evidence to that, speaking of injury and stuff like that, if you obviously, because we said before, stretching isn't going to 100% foolproof it, but if you're already, if your body's already used to being that limber and getting through those ranges of motion, it could actually help your recovery time a lot faster.
Yeah.
I have a client. He plays a recreational softball, and he messed up his groin. I guess he made a sudden cut or whatever. But because compared to he used to not stretch, not be working out stuff like that. He said he used to take like 2 months to feel back to normal.
Yep.
We
Same as
actually-
my clients, man.
Exactly.
They
We
started
dropped
working out. They were like 60, 70. They started working out, doing their stretching.
Yeah.
They're more active than they
Exactly.
were in their 50s. If they hurt themselves, their injury recovers a lot faster
Exactly.
than popping 800 mil ibuprofens for a month until you're ready to go, and then you hurt yourself again because you didn't
Exactly.
do all the other processes.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the like you shouldn't wait till an injury or pain, but it seems to when if knock on wood, we don't let that come. But when it does come,
This is styrofoam.
that's terrible.
This is wood. This is wood.
This is wood?
Yeah, that's wood.
So yeah, so if that unfortunate situation does happen, obviously your recovery time and rehab can go a lot smoother and a lot faster. Right?
Yeah,
For sure.
don't wait.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait. Always start before anything ever happens.
For sure.
We're gonna start posting actual videos of like stretching routines that you can do, things that you can take advantage of, and then of course workouts. This is all gonna be oriented around our everyday lives, so like personal training, yoga instructors, dance instructors, massage therapists. So we're gonna try to bring a lot to the table, and then hopefully y'all can all take it and use it, or come visit us over here at Stretch Life.
And so the Islands.
Yeah, in Southern Island. Not
Not
no, I'm
Southern
just kidding. They're cold too. But if you have any questions, put them down below. We'll be sure to help. And then if you want to come in to see us, give us a call, and then we'll help you out. Pleasure. We'll be doing this a lot more, so keep in tune.